Hi, I'm Frankie Bunny. I'm a freelance artist, and today I'll be talking about a whole month in my life. First, we can talk about my daily routine. I normally wake up around 8 or 9 a.m. I open classes as an English teacher. Since I don't earn enough as a freelancer, I do need other modes of income. So I typically open 16 classes when I have commissions and 20 when I don't. Your girl needs money, okay? I teach around Tuesdays to Sundays, with Saturdays being a half day because I don't want to be an overworked bun. With Sunday being a full day, meaning I open as much as I can, which defeats the purpose of not being an overworked bun. What do you mean? I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Each classes is about 25 minutes, and since this is another client-based type of work, there are times when it's gonna be a slow day or there are no classes at all. So while I wait for classes, I apply for freelance work as a writer and an illustrator on websites like LinkedIn, Upwork, Online Jobs PH, Instagram ads, and even Twitter posts that people, generally look for freelancers. I also follow up on previous clients to see if they have more work for me. If you're planning to be a freelancer, it's important to stay active in looking for work because you are your own boss and you are in charge of your own salary. Meaning, if you don't work, you can't pay bills. I also take time to learn new things. Right now, I'm learning Japanese for my beginner students because I want to help them learn English better. My next pursuit will probably be Korean since they are my second most booked students. In between other freelance work, I try to include art so I don't feel like I'm overly focused on one over the other. If I already finished the other freelance work, I also include YouTube videos, Ko-Fi posts, reels, and writing scripts for videos like these. I also include daily chores into the mix because I don't like piling the chores for a whole day because I get overwhelmed at the amount and I end up doing less. I find that one small chore in intervals while I work is the best for me. Other things to keep in mind: at 11 a.m., I start preparing my nephew for school. Right now, his classes are in the afternoon, so it's a lot easier for me to prepare him since I don't have to wake up ungodly hours like 5 a.m. If I'm the only one taking care of him that day, I typically make him an early lunch, prepare his snacks and water for school, and take him to school at 11:30 a.m. If the scooter isn't flat and fully charged, I drive him there, but right now, as I'm writing the script, it's flat, so we commute via tricycle. If my sister, mom, or brother are around, they take him to school for me via car or scooter, or again, commuting. And I continue my rotation until it's time to pick him up at 3 p.m. Since it was raining, my sister sent out a car to pick him up. We try not to do this often because it's expensive, but again, if someone else can pick him up, they'll be the ones in charge of that. If I do get a break in between, I either work out, play some video games, or stream. But that's a very rare occurrence, and I normally pick working out. Gotta be that muscle mommy. Because I feel like I need to move my body with all the sitting around, I work out for like an hour or so. Around 5 p.m., if no one has cooked dinner or decided what to cook for dinner, I usually make dinner. After I eat, I go back to my rotation, except I remove the chores in said rotation and replacing it with reading. I don't like doing chores in the evening because I'll go insane if I'm the only one looking after the house. Right now, I'm reading Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. She's really good. You guys should check her out. And it's really cute. And more importantly, it's gay. It's important that it's gay. My English classes usually end at 11 p.m. and that's when I stop drawing and start playing video games with my friends. After playing, I go to bed at 2 p.m. because yes, I take melatonin gummies because I have trouble sleeping. And I know some of y'all are gonna comment, just sleep earlier, and I have tried. I'll make a video about my insomnia, but the bottom line is I tried. Since Monday is my rest day, I usually take this time to do an art stream. But Frankie, isn't that work for you? I like drawing, okay? And it's the only time I can talk to you guys. Don't you want to hang out with me? I rarely hang out with you guys. Don't you love me? Tuesdays and Fridays is pretty meshed together. The only difference is what art I'm working on. Right now, Monday to Wednesdays is dedicated to art commissions. Thursday is comic day. This is when I work on web comics like She's Alive, To Be or Not to Be, Little Life. Friday is animatics. Commissions get 3 full days since they actually produce income, but I don't want to neglect my passion projects, which are my comics. And animatics usually get me the most engagement I need for my accounts, hence more possible commissions. If I don't have any commissions, Monday becomes the forbidden art account day, Tuesday becomes the Ko-Fi shop art, Wednesdays and Thursdays are now comic days. Another thing I want to include with Wednesday to Friday is now a scheduling day, meaning I schedule the next week's post. So if I die the next week and you still see posts from me, you'll find out the week after that I have perished from all the work that I said that I am not overworked by. I spaced them out 3 days now since I get overwhelmed by the amount of the things that I have to schedule for each account. Since Saturday is a half day for classes, I stream games during that day. My month normally looks like this with the added exceptions of going out and seeing friends. And when that happens, I just open extra classes. The only thing that I keep notes of are 16 and 29, where I budget my money. 20th is when I do research for Instagram and YouTube analytics to plan out my next content scheduling. I use Instagram Profile Analyzer and TubeBuddy for that. 24 is I go out and pay for my house bills. And since I live with my family, I don't have to shoulder it all, thank God. And the 30th, I come up with art promos for the next month. The things I've learned as a freelancer, you really do have to take charge and schedule your own time. If you do plan long vacations, you need to plan ahead on what you are going to do. The other things is you can't just depend on one source of income, and marketing is very important, especially for small-time artists like me. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I always wanted to make a video like this to help other freelancers, not just artists like me, so they can get an idea of what they're getting into and then they can decide for themselves what path they want to choose. If you guys have different journeys as a freelancers and websites that you know that can help other freelancers, leave it in the comments below. I would love to read them all. I always want to be able to create a community that helps each other out instead of bringing each other down. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye!